All right, so get ready, because today we're going to really dig into something pretty different. Aurora Moon McKnight, and this piece she wrote, The Smell of Madness.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It's, well, we're going to break down how she uses some pretty raw, powerful language to talk about mental health.
Hmm.
And I know what you're thinking, The Smell of Madness, what kind of title is that? And that's kind of the point, right?
Yeah.
McKnight grabs you from the get-go.
Right.
See, it's what they call poetic prose.
Yeah.
She uses all the beauty of poetry, you know, how it flows and stuff.
Hmm.
But then, bam, hits you with these really emotional gut punches.
Interesting.
Like, check out this line. The smell of madness is sour, full of bitter dreams crushed by heartaches. Whoa.
It's amazing how immediate that is. We're not just told about madness, we feel it.
Heavy stuff, for sure.
That bitterness, the weight of it.
And it gets even more intense. She talks about misshapen distortions, a black soup consuming the mind. It's unsettling, definitely unsettling.
For sure.
But there's something about how raw and open it is, kind of vulnerable. I think that's where the real power lies.
Absolutely. Like those misshapen distortions, it makes me think of, those cognitive things, how our thinking gets all messed up when we're struggling.
Yeah, yeah.
Things get twisted, so it's hard to see straight.
And that whole black suit thing, you ever feel so overwhelmed, like drowning in negativity?
Exactly. That total, all-consuming feeling some mental states have. Clouds your judgment, how you see things, even who you are.
It's like you're stuck in a fog, can't see, can't find your way out.
Yeah.
Actually, McKnight uses that same kind of image, the foggy trees of a forest that never ends, that sense of being totally lost.
Oh.
Not just, literally, but
Yeah.
in your mind and life. You ever felt that way?
Oh, yeah. Especially that lost feeling, it really gets you. Like with anxiety or depression, that feeling of disorientation, being totally alone, that hits home.
And you get stuck, right? Like in that lost feeling, McKnight nails that whole cyclical suffering thing.
Mm.
She's got this line, wait, each of which are happy to eat madness up from within, a sickness renewing itself with each bite. Like it just keeps going,
Yeah, like a loop feeding itself.
Exactly. And it made me think about, how people get stuck in those negative thoughts. Ruminating, they call it.
Oh, totally. And the more you dwell on it, the worse it gets. You're just piling on more anxiety, more despair.
It's like she says, the foreign is the enemy, the pain is the friend.
Mm.
Almost like madness wants to push away anything good.
Yeah, right. Anything that could break the hold it has.
There's hope. That means change, right? And change can be scary, even the good kind. It's like they say, better the devil you know.
It's that whole self-protection thing. After pain, trauma, you want to avoid that again at all costs.
Makes sense.
But then, like McKnight's saying, even hope starts to feel dangerous.
Because it's unknown.
Exactly. But then, boom, she shifts everything. She goes, but thank goodness the madness isn't all that exists. Like a tiny light in the dark,
It's like no matter how much we're struggling, there's still that part of us that's, okay, that can heal, that can grow, don't you think?
Totally. And she takes it even further. She says, it is only a monster when we feed it, only a threat when it doesn't starve. Powerful stuff.
It's like we have a choice, We get to decide what we focus on. We feed the monster or we starve it, right? So we can, nourish the good parts of ourselves instead.
It's in our hands, really. But it takes guts, to look at those thought patterns, those things we've been telling ourselves forever and go, nope, not this time.
Challenge the monster, basically.
Yeah. And realize, hey, this mental health thing, it's not all of who I am. I'm capable of so much more.
It makes me think about, the words we use. About mental health in general, I mean.
Oh, 100%. Words are huge, They can totally shape how we see things, how we experience the whole thing.
Right. And even though McKnight's piece, it really gets you thinking with those powerful words.
Mm-hmm.
But some of them, like madness, monster even.
Yeah.
I don't know. They might be a lot for some people. Might even feel kind of,
Yeah.
like there's a stigma attached,
Absolutely. We got to remember, everyone's different. What clicks for one person might totally miss the mark for someone else.
Totally. So I guess what I'm trying to say is we got to be careful, right?
Be kind. Be aware. Words have an impact.
Exactly. We got to move away from all that language that makes people feel ashamed or scared.
And move towards understanding, empathy, that's the good stuff.
So think about that, okay? As you're, thinking about McKnight, what we talked about today,
Yeah.
how can you use your words to make things better? For yourself, for the people around you who might be going through it, how can you make it so mental health isn't this scary, shameful thing?
How can we change the story to one of hope, resilience, people coming out stronger on the other side?
Exactly. And remember, you're not alone in this. We're all in this together.
That's what it's all about.